glamour on the cricket pitch, but we're missing some beauties. So we're glad that you came over here to join us, dear. How are you doing?
Very well, Anarkali. And with you around, I don't think there was any glamour missing or beauties.
Sweet of you, thanks. Dear, how is everyone treating you? I hope that you haven't had any moments of sadness here in Sri Lanka. I hope it's just been like pure happiness for you over here.
It's the land of smiles, and I've been greeted with nothing but warmth and smiles, and I'm very happy to be here.
We've been following your career really closely from the days of Asia Pacific up to your acting career right now, right here. So you're here today at the charity cricket match. What does it feel like to be a part of such a good cause?
Wonderful. I think each one of us is indebted to IFA for giving us this wonderful opportunity. I'm really happy to see the energy, the love and the exuberance that surrounds us every step of the way here, and so happy to be in Sri Lanka. Really.
Thank you, and we're so happy to have you here. Enjoy the match. Right, ඒ තමයි දියා මිරිස ඔබ ආදරය කරන සුවිශේෂ විශිෂ්ට නිලික්. දැන් අපි ඔබ හැමෝම ආදරය කරන චාරිත දෙදෙනාට කතා කරන්නේ බාතියා සහ සන්තෝෂ්. ඉතින් අද දවසේ ඔබේ ආදරය දිනාගත්තු දෙපළක් තමයි අපිත් එක්ක මේ වෙලාවේ ඉන්නේ. They're doing a special show live for you today from SSC. So what are the songs you're going to be performing?
Well, we had about 2 or 3 songs done first, and now we're going to do this is going to be the act for the day. It'll be a Sri Lanka versus India act on stage, and I think you better wait and see for the surprise.
Sounds exciting. Santosh, what's it like for you? I know you love cricket as well, and you love Indian cinema as well as music. So what's it like?
Well, just keep it very short and sweet. Go out there, have your fun, and please, have a good time.
Okay. What's your ultimate favorite Hindi song?
My ultimate favorite Hindi song.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, up until last evening, I had about 2 or 3 songs, but last evening I heard one song at the show that we opened for, and that song was Shukra Lala Walhamdulillah, and that's my new favorite Hindi song.
Santosh?
Well, to tell you frankly, something that I memorized about a million times was तुझे देख मेरा दिल ये बोले ओ मेरी हो जा रे.
Right, so we're in a world of song and dance and movies and lots of cricket. Hope you're enjoying the match. Over to the commentary box.
Thank you very much, Anarkali. Well, the second session or the second innings of the first game between Sangakkara's 11 and Sunil Shetty's 11 about to start, and old friends Kumar Dharmasena and Aravinda De Silva played in the same team for a very long time.
I was just about to say that, 2 old mates having a chat. I'm sure it's about something related to cricket. You generally have a chat to start with, and then you go on to something else. And wonderful sight to see. Yes, I think if you calculate the years that they played for Sri Lanka, it'll add up to quite a huge amount. If you calculate the one-day internationals and test matches they played for Sri Lanka, that'll add up to an equally huge amount. Avish Gunawardhan on your screens. And there is
Diya Mirza, that's the name.
Miss Mirza in a wonderful black and white, is that the word? She's in a wonderful sort of zebra striped dress, making her way in that little mini moke, throwing the old t-shirts that everybody has been down to the crowd. You can see her in a little bit. In the meantime, Hands for Humanity is what they're calling it, and there's Kalu with his traditional gloves, Mr. Keeps himself, the glove man for Sri Lanka club, and now of course here as in his capacity for this charity match. Massive pandemonium in the stands with the autograph hunters, the paparazzi, the camera crews mobbing these stars as they go around. They're not going to have much of this charity match, really. I don't think they're enjoying their time here. But it's been one of those wonderful sights. Roshan, you talked about Sri Lanka tourism and the way forward for Sri Lanka after the dark years. This, I believe, and sports tourism is definitely the way forward. Sport is a true universal language, and we are a great part of that operation. So very proud indeed.
No doubt about it. I strongly believe, and that's Diya Mirza again, doing her rounds and been waving to the crowds, and she's certainly been very well accepted here, and she has a great number of fans in Sri Lanka. And just getting back to that Sri Lanka tourism, Sri Lanka cricket, and combined sports tourism seem to be the way to go, because that's a way of uniting a lot of countries, a lot of nations, and different people, because as you correctly said, sport played by everybody, and any form of sport for that matter is liked by everybody in the world. So that's a tremendously uniting factor, and something that I'm sure Sri Lanka Tourism would be keeping an eye on and will be pursuing. And once again, very well done to Tulip Mudandenia, who's the managing director, who's been a part of this and has worked very hard. And I also know that Alston Cock, the ambassador for tourism in Sri Lanka, and Suraj Dandenia, who's part of Sri Lanka Cricket, the co-chairman of this organizing committee, worked tremendously hard to make this event a success. And Chandan Amaradasa, who's also another very well-known personality who was involved in the promotion of the game for a very long time, was another very important factor in this entire jigsaw, getting everything together. So it's been a great team effort, spearheaded by Alston Cock and Suraj Dandini, of course, as far as the game is concerned. And IFA weekend, as we all know, has been one of the historic moments for Sri Lanka. And well done to Sri Lanka Tourism. And I would say well done to Sri Lanka Tourism and to Sri Lanka Cricket for this game, which is the IFA Foundation Challenge Cup for charity.
Good stuff, absolutely. You can't ask more than this, really. A better picture to go around the world I can't ask for. Percy with the Sri Lanka flag. Mahela Jayawardena and Vinod Kambli, two famous names, two famous cricketers, two good mates, arriving in the middle for the Sunil Shetty 11. And it'll be their job to see if they can negotiate some runs on the board, of course. There is a total that you have to retire at, and all of Sangha's side did that. So Jayawardena will want to try and use up as little, as the shortest possible amount of overs, perhaps, or as little overs as possible to try and get that, as Anusha Samanaka just turning his arm over from the tennis court end. Roshan, tell me about Anusha.
Well, he was very, very sharp in his day, Shan. And I know he played in the 80s, and he was very quick, and then went over to Italy for some time. And he's now come back, and he's very much part of Sri Lanka cricket, the fast bowling coach. He really took over from another great coach, Champaka Ramanayaka, and the procession started, or everything started with Romesh Ratnayaka, who really started working on the fast bowlers, and then he was preceded by Champaka Ramanayaka. Ramanayaka went over to Bangladesh. That was a great loss for Sri Lanka. And here is Anusha Samanaka now. It's important that he follows some of his own lessons. Bowl it straight, my friend. You're the fast bowling coach.
I was going to say that. Myla's got the big smile because he knows here's a fast bowling coach not getting it right. First ball up. Anusha, come on, mate. You got to get it right. You spend so much time telling everybody what to do, and suddenly you just bowl a little outswing dolly. Here he goes.
I must tell you that still the action is fine. The run-up is very rhythmic. And he bowled much quicker those days, and was very sharp. I know he was on that tour to England in the 1980s, where he made a huge impression. And of course, he didn't play in any Sri Lanka games, though he was good enough. I must say, he was good enough. I remember the days when he played for the NCC, crossed over to the Boers. And this is Jayawardena swinging it through mid-wicket, not entirely